We're going to continue with Unit 3 practice test explained, and this one is number 7 on this copy. And so 4 times 5x minus 9 minus 7 is equal to negative 2x minus 5. So what we're going to do is start by expanding this expression by distributing the 4 over these two elements, and we'll get 20x minus 36 minus 7. That's equal to negative 2x minus 5. And now that we've expanded this expression, we can combine the negative 36 minus 7, which will be negative 43, and we'll have 20x minus 43 is equal to negative 2x minus 5. Next step, we're going to change colors and move this 43, get rid of this. So we'll add 43 to both sides. That eliminates it from this side, and we're just left with 20x. And that's equal to negative 2x, and then 43 minus 5 is positive 38. And now we can move this negative 2x across by adding 2x here and adding 2x here. And these two eliminate each other, leaving 38. And that's equal to this total, which is 20 plus 2x. 20x plus 2x, which is 22x. So these two are equal. And now, to eliminate this, we're using the inverse operations, right? And so x is being multiplied by 22, so we're going to divide by 22. We have to do that on both sides. And the 22 goes away, leaving x equal to 38 over 22. These are both odd numbers, or sorry, these are both even numbers, so we can divide them by 2. We'll get 19 over 11. There's a couple of prime numbers. And that's what x is equal to, 19 over 11. So we should be able to take this number, 19 over 11, and plug it in up here. Let's get a different color. 19, oops, that's going to be hard to read. So 19 over 11 and 19 over 11. So let's work those down here. 4 times 5 times 19 elevenths minus 9 minus 7 is equal to 2 times 19 elevenths minus 5. And again, you wouldn't do this part on a test unless you had time to check your answer. We're just going to do it to prove that this is, to demonstrate that this is the right answer. So following PEMDAS, we're going to work inside the parentheses, and we have a unwritten multiplication operation, and then this is subtraction, and a subtraction here, and another multiplication here. So we're working inside the parentheses. 5 times 19 over 11. 5 times 19, 5 times 20 would be 100, and this is 5 less than that, so 95. 95 over 11 minus 9. And this gets multiplied by 4, right? Maybe I won't, I'll just work on the one side for now. Minus 7 is equal. And then we have to distribute the 4. We can do this number inside now. Do the subtraction in the parentheses. So 95 over 11 minus 9 over 1. And then we have to change. We're going to multiply this by 11 to get 11 in the denominator, and the top number by 11 so that it stays balanced. And so that becomes 95 over 11 minus 99 over 11. That gives us negative 4 elevenths. And then we'll put those parentheses back. We got 4 times that minus 7. So 4 times negative 4 elevenths is negative 16 elevenths minus 7. So we can do the same thing we did up above. We can put the 7 over 1 and then multiply the top and the bottom, the numerator and denominator, by 11. And that the new fraction is 16 elevenths minus 77 elevenths. And so this is, we've got two negatives, right? Negative 16 minus 77. So it's just going to get more negative. So we can combine the two numbers and we get negative 93 elevenths. And I think that's as far as we can go. This is, yeah, so we've evaluated this. And so on this side, we should end up with the same number on this side. So 2 times 19 elevenths over, so that's 2 times 19, that's going to be 38 over 11, minus 5. And so for this, we're going to put 5 over 1 initially, minus 5 over 1. And then we're going to multiply top and the bottom by 11. And that becomes 55 over 11. And we have 38 elevenths minus that. And what are we missing? Missing a negative sign somewhere. Aha, I dropped the negative 2, right? So right here there's a negative sign. So dangerous. This is negative 2. So negative 2 times 19 gives us negative 38. So this should be negative 38. Okay. Now I'm feeling better. So negative 38 minus 55, that's two negatives. So we're going to combine the two numbers. And it looks like my tablet has dropped off. Let's connect it again. All right, so, and it's fallen out of the way. Ugh. All right, well, sorry about that. So we went as far as to find that x was equal to 19 over 11, and then we plugged 19 over 11 into our original formula up here and here. And then, so this was our answer. We found 19 elevenths. So we're substituting these in for the x's to see if they're actually equal. And then my tablet stopped tracking. But we calculated this. Now that we have real numbers in here, we don't have to distribute the 4 over these two. It would still work out the same, but we'll go ahead and follow PEMDAS. So 5 times 19 elevenths is 95 elevenths, and we're going to subtract 9. We turn 9 into a fraction by just putting on a 1. And then we need a denominator of 11, so we multiplied the numerator and the denominator of this fraction by 11. We ended up with 95 elevenths minus 99 elevenths, which is negative 4 elevenths. And then we multiplied it by the 4 here. And then we got negative 16 elevenths. We had to subtract the 7. We did the same thing we did with our 9 here. We rewrote 7 as a fraction, 7 over 1, and then changed the denominator to elevenths and the numerator by multiplying both by 11. And then we had negative 16 elevenths minus 77 elevenths, which gave us negative 93. When you subtract 77 from a negative 16, you can actually just total those two figures and keep the negative sign. These are both negative numbers, so they're going to just make a bigger negative number. And the units here was elevenths. So on the other side, I realized I had forgotten to, I dropped the negative sign from the 2. So this thing stopped tracking again. So let me stop mirroring and start mirroring. All right, now it's tracking again. So, but it fell out of the way. All right, here we go. Try it again. So I hope you understood the explanation I just gave about the left side. Now we're coming down the right side. This negative sign I dropped from way up here. I copied it consistently. So be careful of that on the test. I dropped it here. So transcription error, they are deadly. Anyway, so negative 2 times 19 is negative 38 over 11 minus 5. So we turned 5 into a fraction and then adjusted the denominator and the numerator so they would fit. And negative 38 minus 55 11ths. And so 38, negative 55, you're combining the numbers and keeping the negative sign. And that works out actually to, we can just, since we know they're negative, we can add the amounts. These are negative. So we're going to combine, we got 93 and that's negative. So we have negative 93 11ths. Okay, so this is the only number, this weird looking fraction, negative 93 11ths, it's hard to even imagine what that could be, is the only answer that satisfies this solution, this equation. So over here we would put in negative sign, 93 slash 11, 1, 1. And it will show us how that looks formatted. And if it's an equation, it will tell you if the syntax is okay or not. Okay. All right. So that took 20 minutes. I'm going to stop and do do a different video. So stay tuned.